Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I had a request to do a tour of my craft cart, so that's what I'm showing you now. And I am sitting down, and this is hard to film because, I can't get too far away from it and show you everything. But then when I get too close, it's like it's too close. And I'm holding it with a tripod. But anyway, we'll do our best. So you've got a full scan. This is an IKEA card. It has a Swedish name that I have forgotten and probably couldn't pronounce correctly. But I have enjoyed this thing. It's sort of a turquoisey color. Now I know, or at least last time I looked, they had a black and a rust color. If I were to re-buy one now, I would pick the black or the rust because they would fit much better in my house. But at the time, this was the only option, and it's super handy. And I could spray paint it, but I just never think about it unless I'm kind of talking about it or how it fits in. I'm going to stand up here. I'm really going to try not to move around the camera too much. I know that that can be hard to watch, but I don't know how else to do this besides holding it. Anyway, here's the top shelf of my cart. Let's start over here. In this pouch, I keep my printables. I've shown those recently. Those are all the digital things that you can buy from Etsy or other shops. You download them to your printer, print them, and you can do it on sticker or regular paper. And I've really had a lot of fun with those recently now that I know how to do that and that we have a kind of like a smart printer. Here I just keep, this is just kind of a notebook where I practice kind of that calligraphy type writing. I took a little class with a friend and I had a lot of fun, but I haven't kept up with it. I had some Tomoe River paper here. This is all just kind of big stuff. I don't use it a lot, but these I do. I don't use this stuff a lot, but it's there and it's handy if I want it. This is a notebook. This is called The Greatest Journey, as you can see, and it's the book that Samaritan's Purse offers to kids who receive one of the Christmas boxes if they want to learn more about having a relationship with Jesus. This talks them through that experience, and we work with that organization as prayer coordinators, and so anyway, someone gave us a sample of the book. And then I keep typically a book or two that I'm reading in here so I don't forget that I'm supposed to be reading so I can grab it. I haven't gravitated towards reading since, I don't know, past couple years. I've been more enjoying journaling, Bible journaling, all that kind of stuff, and reading has taken a back burner place, although I think it's important and I do like it. I just haven't been very diligent with it. Okay, that's neither here nor there. It's just a little tidbit of information. I have my journal here that I journal to my family. Here's my sweet little Bible, my little garden Bible from my friend Sherry at Wholeheartedly for the Lord. I have here a Tomoe River paper notebook. Let's see, I think this one was from, doesn't really matter who it's from. This one was from Sojourner. And I bought it just kind of not sure what I was going to do with it. It's a B6 slim size, so basically it's turned into sort of a scratchbook, trying out different pens and inks. Showed you the Bible. Have another Samaritan's Purse, Christmas child thing. Here's a Claire Fontaine notebook, also used for just swatching, like testing out an ink to see how I like it on the paper or how I like an ink pen combo. I have a couple envelopes from my husband that I was going to use in junk journaling that I haven't gotten to. And they were from cards, not just random envelopes. And then I keep this here. I just took a screenshot of Yellow Paper House's insert sizes. So when I'm considering another insert or trying to compare them, it helps me to look at this and just kind of visualize through this little guide what the sizes are compared to each other. On the other side of the cart, I have my, I'll zoom in here, my current journaling Bible, one of 3 current ones, but my regular size Bible. That again is my tab Bible that I'm primarily focusing on using tabs as the markers, so I'm just calling it my tab Bible. And then this is my Delphonics pouch. Let me take this out a minute. I bought this with some Mother's Day or birthday money from one of my boys a few years ago. I have loved this. For a long time I had my daily journaling stuff in this with some washi, and I would just grab this off of a shelf in the other room, bring it to the kitchen table, and do my Bible journaling. But I've since kind of rearranged my setup so it just sits here. So, you know, the other day I was thinking, why do I have all this stuff in a pouch, and the pouch just sits on the cart? But that was the origins of it. I was moving the pouch around. Now its home is in the cart, but it would work very easily for me to pick it up and take it to another room if I ever need to do that. But I do like this design. I know a lot of people have them. Let's come over here. It's got a ton of pouches. Well, it is a pouch. It's got a ton of pockets. And I don't need to go into all the things I have, but I have some of my favorite pens here, a few paintbrushes, these Jelly Roll pens, colored ballpoint pens. Gotta have a pencil, my scissors, my glue, my tape runners in that inside pouch. The glue kind of gets thrown all the way, all over the place. You know, I start out tidy and then it just gets tossed in there. My Neocolors and my trusty Prismacolor pencils that I use all the time. So I would say that these are the things that I would grab. Oh, I got two glues. One of those is almost empty. I would grab if I were journaling, and it would have everything I needed. If I wanted to ahead of time, I might think to throw in some washi. It doesn't have that in there right now. Over here, then on this front pocket, zoom back over here, I made this little pouch. A lot of people were buying these wallet inserts from an Etsy shop. I was never able to get one. They were always sold out. But they're made out of like these Trader Joe type bags, these reusable plasticky kind of mesh woven bags. And I decided, I had one on hand, so I decided to make my own. So, well, this isn't a wallet insert, it's a pen pouch, but it let me decide if I liked how that fabric felt. And I really kind of had fun making that. This would work a little better with seam binding. I just used what was on the bag to start with. And it works, but it's not real durable, although I haven't had any trouble with it. I use this all the time for stenciling. I'll just put my numbers, dates with these numbers on pages. I stuck a few pencils in there that my daughter gave me from just for fun. Mother's Day, I think, maybe. Or just a surprise gift. She was nice that way. I use these kind of markers sometimes. This is my favorite go-to black, I guess it's a gel pen, is it? Anyway, black marker. It doesn't leak through on the Bible pages. I use that a lot. Got a couple in there. And then this recently I inked up. This is the Charlie pen from Noodlers. It came with Heart of Darkness when I bought that bottle of ink a couple of months ago. And I've enjoyed that. I put green marine in there, and I've been having fun writing with that today. So that's the first shelf. So when I'm sitting at the kitchen table, this is just kind of my handy little helper here, and it holds all my journals. You can see I have my kind of spiritual faith journal, and this is my like everyday type journaling. I want to maybe do a video on talking about that and combining that a little bit because I need some ideas. I'm going to bend down here. Sorry if I'm making you seasick with the moving camera. You can see I have a couple magnet thingies here. These are from IKEA. I have 3 of them, one somewhere else. I just keep some miscellaneous paper clips there. This is a texturizer thing from Tim Holtz and a pencil sharpener and a few miscellaneous paper clips in there. This is pretty handy, but I don't use it really a whole lot, but it does add a little extra storage. So it's not a bad thing, but probably not as useful as I had anticipated. And maybe if I went back to a little bit more junk journaling on a regular basis, some of that stuff would be nice to have there. But right now it just more or less sits there because I don't use any of those things very often at all currently. So in the middle shelf, let me back up a minute. I can't really push my cart back anymore. I have these 2 plastic pouches from a dollar store, and I like these. The color selection wasn't real great when I went there, but this works okay. I keep kind of grouped together in sort of a organized mess 2 kinds of things. So in this one are my stencils, and I have them connected together with one of those like little binder circle things. I just bought these little wipes to clean my stencils or stamps when I use them. I have my acrylic blocks for the clean stamps, the little daubers, and all my inks. And you know, like when I'm rummaging through here trying to find something, it all turns into kind of chaos, but every so often I restack them and try to pretend to be tidy with it. Some little letter stamps right there, and this is a little tin of watercolors. I was kind of playing around with that, and I still like to play with it, but I certainly don't know when I'm doing too much with it, but it's kind of fun. And this is a Chic Sparrow bag that I have used to kind of buff my journals when I add some conditioner to the leather. And then here's another thing. I really like these smaller Tim Holtz distress inks. I keep them in here. Most all of the ones I have fit in here. I have one miscellaneous one floating around. So it's a good size, and I haven't really used any of them up yet but one, so they hold a lot of ink. In here is primarily a bunch of rings of washi. So I try to group them together by topic, if you could call it that. So this is like fall themed, more or less. Topic or color. These were coffee themed. They're from a set. Most of them, they're not all from the same set. Yeah, I just get the idea. So some pretty ones that are like reds and pinks. This one from Illustrated Faith I have used a ton, and I've actually have almost used that one up. This is my gigantic date stamp, which is absolutely hilarious looking to me, but I love the big bold letters and numbers that it makes on the page. But it's pretty hilarious. It's so big. My Dymo thing, one of my kids gave me Amazon gift money. Several of them did for Mother's Day. This past year I bought this with some gift cards. And these paper towels are just stuck in there for my paints. Kind of messy. I should throw that one away. And then here's a smaller date stamp. So the 2 date stamps kind of go back and forth depending on what I'm using. And I've got to switch my legs because I'm getting tired of this squatting here. And last but not least is the bottom shelf. And I recently referred to this. Whoops, sorry. You're going to go throw up now. In a recent video, I talked about my pouches, and I said I keep them in my cart. So now you can see they're kind of in the file sort of setup, I like to call it. So say I need, I don't know if I want to use my colored pencils, I'll grab this pouch. If I want some ephemera, I'll grab this one. If I need my printer, my little mini printer, or a charger, it's in there. This is more ephemera for journaling. I think I showed you my not date stamps, cling stamps, and I forget what's in there. I've mixed things all up anyway. And then here is a traveler's notebook filled with ephemera, different pieces from collections, and things that will fit in little pockets, whereas this is generally bigger things. So I kind of know what's in what, except I forgot what I put in there. I think I switched my pencils and chargers around. Anyway, what is this? Oh yeah, this is a smaller pouch from Sherry, which I keep some of the stickers in that she gave me. This is a notebook for Samaritan's Purse / Operation Christmas Child meetings. This is just a little, I think this is the A6 size Midori. I made a little cover for it. And I was primarily playing around with sizes. So sometimes I'll buy these notebooks and put random things in them to see if I enjoy working in a particular notebook size, to see if it might become a more everyday item. And this was nice, but I don't know if it's quite clicked with me like some of the other sizes. And then here, let me see, let's zoom in a little. Oh yeah, I just have a little photo album with different things in them, like, how's that for glare? Lettering. I have some of the Chic Sparrow cards, just kind of odds and ends. I don't use that too often. And I'm trying to get this in. Just stick it over there. And then just some odds and end. Whoops, sorry. Okay, where my ending got cut off, but here is Roland, one last view. It's very handy, and it works really well if you have limited amount of space or don't have a desk to set your things all up at. A cart like this is really handy, and I think you can find them at other places besides IKEA. I know Michael's at least used to have something like this. So anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow with a new Vlogtober. Bye.